What is up, you guys? Good morning. Thank you so much for coming by once again. 70 Mustang, how's it going, people? Please throw those A's in the chat. If you can hear me, say hello to you. Sway, Samantha H, good to see you here. What is going on, everybody? Kitties, good to see you here. Oh my goodness, the house is getting full. Joel, XRP is way up. That tells me that BTC is running too. Nice. Gary, how you doing? Rocky Mountain Gobblers, good to see you here. Off-Grid Gorilla, always good to see you here, my brother. Didier saying not first. Joe H took it. Oh my goodness. Hey Jasper, how's it going? Really appreciate everybody for coming in. Steve Mertz, how you doing? Mike J. Reed, what's up, Scott? Zephram, yo. Nice. So yes, team, yeah, yesterday I was talking about, I'm sorry, who said that? That was a sub has the boss. As per Arca's chart yesterday, we may see the 451, right? So we already touched down on that 480 low today, which already, of course, you know, kind of knocked down the two other targets, or three even, that we were speaking about yesterday. What was it? The 488, I'm sorry, yeah, 488, 478, 483, more importantly, than 85. Psh, so many targets, already down to 480. Right, so and that was just simply by adjusting the pivot here on the trend line. It's looking like it's actually happening, right? So let's see, the hourly time frame 492. That's a nice pickup. Let's see, where could we be resisting just before we can? I want to see if we have anything pertinent coming up. Okay, let's see. Where are my averages? And let's get some tunes up. Here we go. Sebastian, what is up, dude? Oh, and what time is it right now? It's 7:15 a.m. for the Tesla 5-minute shooting star. Yeah, check it out. We have a SMA 10 coming up as resistance at 495. Be very careful there. Do not be faked out by this. I don't think this is the floor just yet. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, okay? Oh man, you got that kill, Off-Grid Gorilla. Love it. Phyllis, how you doing? Bruno Bars, what is good, my bro? Good to see you here. Joe H, I think, I honestly think, dude, that 451 may be the very bottom side, right? So if you're looking, I know there's a bunch of people who opened puts and are betting the downside in general, right? So if you're gonna measure this, that's an additional 9% away from that SMA 10 target, but I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, I think it's gonna start using it as a resistance from here, right? But as we get closer and closer to this potential 450, which was, I mean, in all practice, look at this regression, right? This one here. So this regression was responsible for two pretty aggressive upside moves already. And it looks like it wants to touch it one more time. So around this area here, I'd be super careful. But I think that this is where it can go. John, how you doing? From Morongo, nice man, nice. Are you enjoying yourself? That's the more important question here. Rosy gray glasses, right? I mean, to be honest, yeah, right. Like for example, this here. Although we had the regression respected with a bounce, we still had a wick manage, it's way below that regression. So sure, it can certainly always happen, and the inverse can also happen too, right? So this area here in particular, we did not come back down to that regression. We just took off out of nowhere. Right? So, I mean, I'm just saying, hey, Bob, you're not... Are you saying you're not from Minnesota? You're saying, I'm saying, you're saying good morning, Arca, and then you're saying hello from Minnesota, right? So nice. Now, as far as Tesla, dude, is that really about to happen? You're on the 5 minute. Let's take a look. What is up, Bob? Good to see you here. Yeah, Shooting Star just printed EMA 13. It could be that potential entry. It's already going to fail it, though. So 209.18 potential puts there. Let's see. Please also remember that Tesla, I still have targets to dip below 202.90. In fact, the support that I'm looking for is 198.69. And I expected this to be around a 25-point move towards the downside around a few days ago. So, I mean, we're getting it. And Rosy Gray Glasses, SPY, good question. Let's go ahead and bring that up as we do have that play still rolling out, right? Actually, somewhere around now would be support, so I'd start to be careful right where we are. But if it feels like it's going to continue to the downside, which, by the way, it does, we can speculate on a very, very deep lower target. Man, I don't even know if that's the wisest thing to do here, but let's see. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think that this could still. So first of all, still 41 minutes left to go, right? We're gonna come back and test the initial entry, which could have been right at about 415.26, unless it did it already, to around 415.38, right? But the bottom side target that I'm looking for here is around 413.88. And that should be a temporary support bounce where there could be just a short-term, paper trade, take profit. Right. So one more thing to consider here is the fact that the opening of this candle here, which is right at about 414.38, could be considered as your take profit zone too. Just in case the asset has trouble reaching all the way down beneath the closure of both of these low wicks here, to try to attempt at reaching that 413.80, 88 or 84. Yeah, these types of plays, team, with negative price action, this is where it becomes a little easier to kind of siphon. Congratulations to those who are still benefiting from the Tesla and SPY play and the SOSX play. I think that ended up touching most of our targets, right? So let's go ahead and just kind of go over that, just in the event to where we have some people still holding, which you shouldn't be, right? But let's take a look. Yep, huge breather here. I think this was the hold on. There we go. I'm going to show you something right now. This is the this was the run to the upside right here, right? Met the top side of the gap and tried. And really, I mean, that was a good, that was a fair attempt. 1417 out of the 1438 that we thought, right? So very, very good. And this could be a temporary bounce zone to where we start to validate the resistance of this area 1351. Honestly, it would be the validation of 1351 to 1392 as a resistance before coming back down. Right, and then failing this. So if I were to put a higher probability target, maybe 1351. Right, then we'll get this continuation to the downside. And I don't know if we can start creating like a new a very short term higher high, like here, right? So we would come back and touch down around 1229 before a continuation. Don't quote that, because we still have powerful supports, like for example 1283, 1283. So be very, 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 very careful. Off Grid Gorilla saying Arca, love the that's the Arca Bulls LRC, the linear regression channel indicator. Wow, totally identifies both ascending and descending channels. My favorite setup for calls and puts. Awesome, my brother. That is so good to hear. Yeah, that ticker is actually going to be one of the tickers that I'm going to be gifting to. It's a free indicator. It's already there. I modified it ever so slightly, colors and extra trends, right, for for retail's benefit. So that's going to be gifted towards the new master students when they do enroll. But I'm happy that you do like it, my brother, especially you being one of the previous master students, right, dude? And a class A student, by the way. Sorry, team, just a sec. Here we go. Finger resistance at 5. Yeah, that would be this resistance right here at 505. It grabbed the top side of 506 already. Right? Over 8 million in volume on MMAT. What could be happening there? Yeah, why is Metamaterials, is it earnings? Did they beat it? Oh, is this still happening? I mean, this was back in October 16th. What else could be the problem? Is there another catalyst that's driving MMAT towards the upside? Okay, let's see if it finished its downside here. I'm very curious to see if the low is in. I mean, that was it was fair unless we used this one here, right? I had two of them just in case the other one failed, so that may have been the one to take precedence. Oh my goodness, that was pretty, I mean, that's way closer. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was definitely the one. So it was this trend line here. Let's see, haven't seen any news about MMAT yet. Yeah, this could have been the completion of this play, but I must say that these are two very strong resistances here. And upon breaking down this aggressively here, there could be an overall resistance located before continuing on a path to the downside. I really hope not, but I mean, in this case, you'd have to be kind of prepared for that. But there are iterations to where this triangle fails the downside. I'm sorry, fails the upside, which, by the way, it should be bullish, and it shouldn't have done this. This is quite it actually inversed its play. But there are times to where it does fail, and then it just completely takes the opposite direction, as though this were some type of a shakeout or spring. Right? So I would watch out for both of those potentials. Okay, so hold on just a sec. Ooh, that's yeah, I'm wondering to say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to check out this other play too here, team. So yeah, keep MMAT in mind, because this could be a strong support at around 1596 for a bounce to the upside. If this starts reclaiming this inside here, expect it to resist from 2003, and then it's gonna come back down here to around 1844 to start validating. That's gonna be a good sign for an upside. Okay, so let's actually, you know what? I want to check out. Zephram just pointed out something here on ticker symbol AZ, and I said that this could probably happen in the morning in my video, right? To touch back down to the zone of about 142. Let's see if this is already there. Low of 145. Okay, so yeah, my target was 142 drop for this before a continuation to the upside, and we would actually need to close. Well, it would actually take kind of a while, right? So my play was to close this 12-hour candle above 142. Oof, yeah, that's tough. It was to close it above 142, but I'm honestly weird about this. Let me see the hourly time frame. And I also was not expecting it to hit this fast. In fact, I think I was waiting for it to hit way later. So in this case, let me see the linear regression channel on this in this point here. This was the video that I just put up yesterday, team. Yeah, so here is the okay, so it's adjusted to 141. Yeah, so closing this 12-hour candle above 141 would be the best thing in order for this to kind of bounce back. So yeah, it's a very conditional thing, and it really needs to validate this. So meaning that if it closes above 141, that's great. Now the next feat would be the next candle to close itself above 140. Make sure that it doesn't have any exposure to the downside, and then it would continue on to its upside, right? So the play is very intricate, but it should do what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's very tricky, right? It really is tricky. All right, team. But yeah, so far this is playing out just the way we expected. Nice. So IBR, nice man. 507 bounce already. Good deal. Like I said though, team, please remember not to trust it too much. But that daily SMA 100 got pierced below it and actually bounced pretty nice to the upside. 510 and rolling. Okay, so let's take a look at that ticker, IBRX for Joel. IBRX. And that's going to be, yeah, okay. Immunity Bio. Okay, not quite. Yeah, 2 days ago they had news, so this was that initial pump. And then it's coming back for a second shot at it. I have to say that it is at resistance right now. It's particularly to the top side of the highs here on August 2023. So if it does have a chance at this, it would really need to. Oh man, yeah, this is a very, very, very tough resistance here, as it is connected. It's correlated to this top side here. Very, very tough. Let me see price action though. Even that is a very. I think I see the. I mean, diagonal lines are just not always the best to follow in these things, right? But I think I kind of see it. Right, so it looks like it's a massive validation of a descending channel. Right, so it would be something like. Yeah, I think it's this for sure here. I'm going to point this out to you. Let me show you. Let me see if I can favor that. Maybe. It would be something like this, though. So. Could it be an entire channel? That'd be interesting. But no, I feel like it does have its own other channel. Yeah, it looks like the primary focus is around this area here, which then would kind of shift this out of the picture, right? It would only be within this here, this point right here. And I will say that it's a very small channel in like what regarding this upside. It's just it didn't even like I guess the only way to really tell is if we did connect. Is if we did connect this to like right here, right? Then this would give us a topside target. It's just this is really insane. Like it's such a big jump. I don't even know how it was decided, right? So then you take your price objective like this, and that's I mean that's giving you a target, but it's not giving you any freaking this target here, right? So. The target there was about 181. It ended up reaching a top side of about 222. So very, very impressive. And very unexpected. Let me see. Yeah, there are several things that are indicating this potential target. Even a broadening wedge right here was still the same target. Other than that, yeah, no idea why it would go that hard. But it's going. Again, right, it's at a resistance here at 205, 204. So the idea here would be to, actually not even that. As long as price action is below 223, it belongs to the bears. So there would need to be a closure, a 4-hour closure above above that 223, 220, 222 area, right? A break of this and then a retest. And then if we can get that validation with at least a 4-hour candle, the upside can continue here, particularly to this target. I'll give it to you. It's very conditional though. If it does not do that, there's no play. That would be 243 to 251. Given that the price can break out of this and start validating this as a support. Oh, Off-Grid Gorilla, thank you so much, my brother. That really means a lot. Of course I can, my brother. Of course. Wow. Okay, so it's currently at a support right now. Hold on. I just wanted to see that top side candle there. Oh, you're already in, I imagine. Yeah, it looks like FOMO did cause that spike. Sub saying, by the way, I really enjoy your music at the beginning and end of your videos, Arca. Oh, thank you so much, man. I must say that it does take some effort to write it and put it down. You bought at open. Okay, so let's validate this. First of all, yeah, that's a huge candle, and to be honest with you, I think this is just the beginning of it. Let's validate. I'm sorry, I'm just over here just thinking, right? Because I feel like this has a serious shot at an invalidation zone down here at 64.61, 64.72, 64.72. And I'm pensive about it because, I mean, we're really talking about a 3-point move from that current area, and it's kind of a big deal for a $67 asset, you know. 67.34 to 64.72 is that yeah, I mean that's huge, especially with a 3x levered asset, right? So let's go ahead and put that down, and we will start observing what the potentials could be here. 1 hour and 24 minutes left to close this 4-hour candle, but I am more interested. I'm going to be more interested in the hourly closure. Let me just mark off the true area of support. So 64.72, it is an upside support. I'd probably correct this to about 65.53. So this zone here, closing a 4-hour candle beneath this bottom support of 64.72. Yeah, that's very bearish. And let's pull up. Let's pull up the linear regression channel here. Man, this is giving us an even tighter leeway here, or more forgiving, right? So this support here at 66.92, closing this 4-hour candle beneath 66.92 would introduce the touch of the invalidation zone. I see how conditional that is. Now let me move down to the hourly time frame, as I imagine is very, oh my goodness. Okay, so it could be the bi-hourly at minimum. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that's looking much better. The bi-hourly may influence the 3-hour and the 4-hour simply by closing itself beneath 67.81. Yeah, 67.81 here on the bi-hourly time frame would be the first to cascade. It'll influence the 3 and 4 hour, thus allowing price action to first get its touch down here. Now, I speak of this very specifically because the move already is doing what I would think of. This is the bi-hourly invalidation zone, which is 66.39. You're bouncing right off of it right now. You're coming back up to validate your resistance. As soon as you get your resistance confirmation here, downside will continue. You'll pass your invalidation zone on the bi-hourly. You'll break it. You'll start touching down here, which is, by the way, the support of this regression line, just to come back up and validate this resistance here at 66.41. After you get this 66.41 validation, a continuation to the downside may occur here, and we will start failing this mid-band to where I believe we can eventually start recovering somewhere down here at about 62.08. Let me see if I can tighten this target up, because this play is already happening the way I would expect it to happen. So 62.08. I hate that. Yeah, hold on. That's the wrong tool. Let me do the box. 62.08. Yeah, that's pretty clean. That is pretty clean, by the way. And it's that is the bottom side. Very interesting that this candle structure here is I actually would have to adjust this like this. 62.64 to 62.08 would be the final bottom side. So remember that this is essentially doing this, right? So we'll get this the failure of that mid band, right? We get the bounce here to test the resistance up here. You get the continuation to the downside to test this support from our discretionary support and the linear regression channel mid band. This would come back up and test that invalidation zone of the bi-hourly at 66.41. So upon confirmation of that, we would then get the continuation to the downside here and eventually reach our target. Well, actually, it would probably be more like this. 63.58, validation of resistance, and then finally our bottom side target here before a bounce to the upside. So this is, I suspect this to be the case for price action here on the DRV. Please let me know, Mark, please let me know if, I know that was a lot of information, so let me know if you need me to repeat anything. I have it in my head, but you know how I can be, right? I zone in like crazy and then I'm out. So an hour, 19 minutes to close this bi-hourly candle. That's really what I'm waiting for. The hourly time frame kind of doesn't mean anything. Unless there's moving averages there. Yeah, I guess maybe, right? The SMA 50 located at 68.52. If it did have a shot at it, it's not really showing it because we're increasing the volume here, the red volume. So this is increasing a downside probability, but it's still present, right? So it is very close to the resistance top over here. 19 minutes and 21 seconds to close this candle. It's technically a hammer, so the next hourly candle, sure, it may give us an upside here, but it would be a strong resistance at 68.50 to 69.07. So that may be, maybe, I mean a heavy maybe, that may be the entry there. 69.09. Let's try it. To the SMA, to the EMA. Let's see where it's located. Yeah, to the EMA, I know that it's a little lower, but 68.63 because of the top side of this candle here. That's the average. You would have to take whatever, okay, yeah, you're looking at your moving average resistance, but look left and see what resistance it matches more to. You'll likely find a candle, a wick top, an opening of a candle or something in that direction that you can better latch it to. Seeing that there could be a speculative upside here, then it would pressure the EMA 7 upward anyway. So it's up to your discretion to guess where that upside can be. And only time behind your charts is going to be able to allow that ability, right? Just to observe on an hourly time frame how the moving averages react with price action moving up or down versus the 5-minute or a 1-minute or a daily, right? So if we were on a daily time frame here and this thing went up like this likely wouldn't move yet, right? So the tighter the time frame, the more exponential your moving averages tend to behave. So, yeah, my brother, I think this is still super bearish. I mean, very, very bearish. Yeah, Tesla should be very volatile when, what was it? Yeah, when actually getting threatened here, some serious downside targets. Wow. Incredible. I don't even know how it just like recovered all that. Oh my goodness. So it ended up reaching the bottom side of about 206. I'm wondering here if it's actually coming back to a resistance. Could it be a moving average? It is. Okay, at least the EMA 13 here on a 4-hour time frame is suggesting a continuation to the downside. And please notice that DBSI on the 4-hour is actually reading 90% bear strength. So that's ugh. So Off Grid Gorilla saying nope, all good. Pretty much what I had charted. I was just a little lower. It was a little lower price target, but I like your numbers better for the trade. Thanks, my brother. Not a problem. I would really make sure that it's just 3x lever, man. That's so much risk. How did I do that? Interesting. Okay, so no, I don't know that it would. I don't know that it would be the SPY. There's a lot of earnings misses happening right now. So if we go into the heat map, that'll probably tell you what it is. Oh, dude, yeah, no. Meta is likely the reason why the markets are falling. But in all fairness to just Meta, I mean, you're looking at tyrants here dipping hard. For example, Nvidia down over 2 points. You have Meta down over 4.5 points. Alphabet down, over 2.5. Microsoft down, over 2.5. Amazon down. Like, these are giants. These are the giants of the market and are very likely the reason why the markets are selling off. And this is so much pressure, right? This is a lot of pressure. Meta is 100%. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's just so you can kind of feel its weight. It's terrible, man. Oh my goodness. So high influence here. Actually, you can see how Meta's little bit of an upside here is even influencing Tesla. This is literally what Tesla is doing. And I just said it out loud. Like, I don't know how the heck is regaining whatever, because freaking Meta's guiding this way. And if you take a look at I know that you probably already know this, but just for the people who don't, right? Please notice here that the market cap of this giant here is 744 billion, right on that market cap. And you're looking at a share float here, or a free float of around 2.215 billion. So yeah, this is a mega cap and likely responsible to move markets, especially when everything else agrees with that downside, right? So I will have to point out here that upon the drop, starting right here, I guess, yeah, starting right here at about that would be Tuesday, right? So you can see here a clear volume increase. So as long as we're increasing volume and declining price, that's highly bearish, right? So bi-hourly time frame has a shot here to reach even all the way up to 292.24. But if this bi-hourly candle does not close above that 292.24, very likely for this to continue to the downside here and to at least retest that 279.40 with a topside target of about 283.88 before a continuation to the downside, right? So there's a critical resistance coming up here for Meta, and that is very much in line between the EMA 7 and the EMA 9 in the bi-hourly time frame. Be very careful. Orale! What's up, bro? Yeah, did you play Meta? Oh, was that what I just said? Was that what I just reacted to? Dude, I can't even tell what. Oh, there it is, bro. That little tiny thing at the top middle. I couldn't even tell what. Dude, I'm actually looking at it because somebody just pointed out that the SPY was dropping the markets, but I'm like, oh, I don't know. There's a lot of earnings misses too, right? So it could probably be another one of those magnificent sevens. And it turns out that Meta's the biggest loser right now. So, you know, likely this to be the mover, the one that's most in play. Yeah. On your chart, man, the very middle of your screen at the very top in little writing, it says Meta. And I didn't really realize that. But I think, hey man, I think there's a good shot at another. The hourly time frame may actually influence a continuation to the upside if it does close at 288.66. Right. How the heck is absolutely the right question, and there could be several reasons why. I mean, it could be a technical reason, it could be a moving average in a larger time frame, it could be I mean, it could also let's look at this. Let's see, let's speculate. Let's go to the 5-day time frame. Okay, not the EMA 21 on the 5-day. Let's look at the bi-weekly or even the 3-day. Let's see, 3-day and bi-daily. There you go. So the 3-day SMA 50, that's your bounce there. So in order for you to kind of understand why some movements like this may happen, it is important for you to kind of revise the play and really see what could be happening. Because if we were really trading Meta and you know, really observing this chart or this ticker for what it's doing, then we would have known that we had a golden cross back here on August 25th. And this is, as soon as you start getting this SMA 50 close to invalidation zones or close to the price action in relation to whatever moment, then you would actually start to test that golden cross. You would test its validity using the SMA 50. Right, seeing that it's now in its vicinity, you might as well come back and test it and continue on to the upside. That paired with, I mean, this had an earnings beat, right? So this is yet again another reason as to why we don't play earnings, right? Because like, how does this have a massive 20.49% surprise beat, and we get this massive capitulation, right? We literally said it last night or yesterday too, before we entered the market, to where there's you know, there's a lot of catalysts out there, a lot of news, and that could and you know, the earnings plays are inverse now. Dude, they're totally fun. Knowing this capitulation here, we would have gotten long at the SMA 50 down here, or upon the break of the EMA 21 at 302.16, huge downside all the way to 279. I mean, we're talking about a 22% point drop. Meta is awesome, dude. This is such a freaking cool ticker, and I can't believe I don't look at it. I don't look at it as much as you do, Cryptic. But we probably should. We probably should look into Meta a lot more often than not. It's highly liquid. It feels like the SPY. I mean, well, you know, it's very close to the price action too. Bob, how you doing, brother? Oh, sorry. So Sebastian saying Seiko pumping after a long diarrhea. that's called a relief pump. It's likely to be temporary, but if it is the V-shaped recovery, oof, that could be a massive upside. Double X, how you doing? Did I get you on the burn? What you mean, my brother? Please let me know. I'm sorry. And then also, Kitty saying, "Órale, vato, what's happening?" Kitties, that's literally how me and my brother talk to each other in Cryptic too. we're so dead ass brown, you know. Aiden, what is good, my dude? PXMD, we have PXMD. Let's see it. And also, what is FNGR doing? FNGR still holding that 509. Okay. Let's look at PXMD real quick. Oof, nice. Wow, that's, I mean, you can definitely see that there is there's like a broadening wedge of sorts here. Right angled. Oh man, there's actually, hold on. I see. Okay, so it does have some pretty nice contacts. I just want to make sure that I got the right one. Okay, I think it could be here at 34.96. Let me see here on a 12 hour. So 34.96. Hold on just a sec, team. There we go. And then this would automatically get connected. Could be this one here. Yeah, it is. And this can get adjusted to this point here. Okay, yeah, so I mean, this is, it can serve both ways, but honestly, it's a little more bullish than it is, than it is bearish, right? So let me do some slight adjustments here. Yeah. Okay, so if it's gonna do it, it's gotta do it on this try or nothing. So 1, 2, 3, capitulation event, fake out. 4, failed it, and now test number 5. This is very particular. This test here is very dangerous. If it fails it, this upside play gets invalidated and it continues to the downside here. And to be honest, this candle here creating a new higher high from this point here is not enough. So let's see. Let's just pretend, right, that this were to break out from this point today. Right, so we would take a trend line from the top side of the formation to the very bottom side, and we apply it to the resistance, right, upon the validation of that. That's suggesting a top side target of about 76.73, which is lining up perfectly with all of this support down here. So now the support line goes down. So 76.73, let's draw it in. 76.73 right there. We can come back down and observe that to be a resistance level, and honestly, it would probably be, that would be the top side still, yeah. See, bro, that's why we need to look at, dude, so I saw a huge down and you saw a huge up. Imagine we caught by short and you're long on Meta. Did I see an upside on Meta? I don't remember looking at it. That's crazy though. If I did say upside on Meta, that's not good. But yeah, he's a huge gain. Wow. Dark Zenon, I would say maybe, because it depends on, it's kind of a client of the semiconductors area, right? It would require AMD or NVIDIA for its processing for imagery, unless Meta is creating their own in-house graphics processing unit. I don't think so. Double X, you're messing with me, my brother? Good to see you here, man. Hold on just a sec. Cryptic sharing the most weirdest things. Anyway, so let's find out to see if this has the juice to make that upside. Okay, the 12 hour certainly does. Right, I mean, gravitational zone here on the RSI likely to continue to the upside. What is holding it? The EMA 7? That is such a tiny hold. Okay, 2675 paired with all of this support. Yeah, I guess that would be a strong enough support. And the resistance is perfectly located right up here at the trend line. Battle, what is good with you? Good to see you. Let's see. So, okay, that does make sense. I was asking because of the Quest headsets, but I realized they have Snapdragon processors in them. Yes, Snapdragon. I believe that is the SQ1 and SQ2 versions of the. I believe those are the Microsoft on ARM or Windows on ARM, right? And I believe that is introduced in the. I think the Microsoft Surface tablets and laptops, actually more so on the Surfaces now. And yes, so that would be I think Microsoft created that, right? I think Microsoft created that all-in-one. The all-in-one processor, right? So it's really similar to what Apple did with their M1, M2 processors, except that Windows has already been doing it for a long time. So it's nothing new. US1, how you doing? Good morning. Roll the tide, brother. But yes, very, very impressive. Very impressive processors, although I don't know how it's followed up since. And I honestly just recently purchased it still hasn't even gotten here. A Surface, I think it was last year's Surface Pro X, or I forgot which one it is. But it's the X. But yeah, man, so. And then I was wondering too, now that you're saying that they're using the Snapdragon processors on the headsets, then what would be what would they depend on? Here's where the price action can rip upon this decision, right? So what is Meta going to depend on for their metaverse processing? Is it going to be in-house? Is it going to be Microsoft? Will it be AMD? Will it be NVIDIA? That's going to be and I'm sure it's already there. Brother, I already looked at PXMD. I went through PXMD like okay. Oh, right. Sorry, you're asking me to complete it. Yeah, let me complete it here. So this is a strong support here, right? At 2630, SMA 50. Watch out with that one, right? So I had to answer that question because before this was Meta, and we were speculating like crazy on the price action. If the SMA 50 kind of breaks below it, the EMA 21 is coming up, but we have to find out why though. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Compadre. 15 okay. Oh, it is resisting off of that 13. On the 45-minute. I find a 45-minute to be relevant time frame for FNGR. I would have to give it to you and agree because oftentimes you'll notice something very, very interesting there. So check this out. 30-minute time frame RSI here on PXMD appears to be the floor. I mean, given the fact that it can still drop ever so slightly, obviously, right? It can really hit that SMA 14. That could be that, the difference here between the RSI signal and the SMA 14 could be the difference between price and the SMA 200, 2455. So if it does get that 2455, possible entry there, maybe, right? At least we can speculate behind that. So hourly time frame does show that it's in the gravitational zone here, so it could bounce from there, which would then give some validity to the 30-minute support on the SMA 14. Let's see the buy hourly time frame. Okay, so that still has an aggressive downside pivot, and it's currently failing the SMA 200. Oh, it's actually trying to make it a support. So yeah, now that actually flips everything. Let me see the hourly time frame linear regression channel and see if this is doing something interesting. Wow. Let's see the buy hourly time frame. That may be more relevant. Okay, the hourly time frame, if this closes beneath 2702, it just opened. Oh, it did. Sorry, this looks kind of, it just closed this hourly candle inside here. So this may be a very short-term upside. It has the potential to reach all the way to 2833. Let's see if that's correlated at all. 2833. This is very confusing, by the way. 28. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is a little dangerous here. 2830 is actually this resistance from these two candles back here and this resistance candle here. So that would be yeah, the space between 2829 and 2878 is a very strong resistance, and if it does go there, I would not give the upside too much credibility here. Okay, so 2829, I'm gonna draw it in to about 2880. This is a very strong resistance. Let's see the hourly time frame. Oh my goodness, Sebastian, what? 2706. Yeah, team. I think it has a shot here of reaching this top side, but that may be a strong resistance. Seeing that the hourly time frame did close inside of the channel here, this may be just trying to validate resistances, and some retail must believe that this is resisted here for a bit because they really think that this is the primary resistance, but it's not. This would probably be one of them. Right, so that could be a clear indication of a potential continuation to the downside simply by that fact. The only reason that fact was there is because of this, but I might be mistaken here. This is such a huge upside, and by the way, why is it even doing it? 2 hours ago, Wall Street set to open lower as GDP, jobless claims higher than expected. Oh, dude, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's not good. Really, really not good. Man, that's a huge fake out on the SPY. It feels like it's going to continue, but it's not quite getting that read here. Yeah, guys, I would when did that economic data come out? And this is creating a huge amount of volatility. Oh, dude, this is about to come out. Core PCE month over month is coming up. Personal income and personal spending. If you are a green trader, I would honestly stay out of the market. Stay cash today. NVOS, I will look at it, battle. So let's see, I'm not really sure. I do know that the Snapdragon processors are in a lot of Android devices, and the new Gen 2, Gen 3 are really good. They're really efficient and stay really cool. Yeah, you know, a lot of manufacturers starting to use their mobile processors for their larger devices. Right, for energy consumption, for thermal reasons, for lots of reasons, right? And yeah. So let's I know Seiko is finally making its recovery. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, team. I think this is going to face a resistance up here, and it's going to continue falling. Although there's a lot of moving averages here that can hold it. I'm just not sure how I feel about the price action running so crazy to the upside. This may be trying to consolidate, and the mean here may really be at around 23 cents, where it can then start finding a floor. I can't really see beyond this, but it feels like that could be the case. These are aggressive downsides all the way up to the 3-hour time frame from the lower time frames. But if we're looking at this beyond the 4-hour time frame, I guess if the 3-hour time frames or the smaller time frames adjust accordingly, then it could still follow through with the upside continuation based on the 4-hour and up time frames, which would then indicate the break of the SMA 200 on the 4-hour. In fact, that could be on the 8-hour too. Or the 3-hour or the 2-hour. Yeah, those are, oh, there it is. 2 hours supporting the SMA 200. So let's see. Watch out, team. Please, please, please watch out. Okay, this is a very, very tricky play happening right now. And I can't see the direction. And usually when I can't see that direction clear enough, I steer clear from it. So yeah, team, let me go ahead and take a look at NVOS real quick. And just real fast for my mods. Okay. All right. No danger there. Okay, hourly time frame. What could it be doing here? Let's see. I want to catch its deepest secrets and see why the heck it's consolidating. I mean, it resisted here yesterday from the top of the Gaussian band, and now it's continuing to the downside. If price action hasn't already come up to, I mean, it has already actually. It's actually to the 50% of the returns too at 30.59 today. That resistance is clear enough that the price action is trying to get this downside here to around 27.67 to 27.06. But let me continue validating. Let's see. Let's make this a little larger here and look at this on the hourly time frame. Man, it looks like one huge inverted, right? Herple derple here. Let's at least, oh man, what the heck? Wow. That price action yesterday was ridiculous. And it just came back down. Oh my goodness, man. All right. Yeah, let's see what the heck it's trying to do. All right, what I'm looking for is the RSI signal, which is the blue line upside of the pink SMA 14. All right, so let's move up the time frames here. Bi-hourly time frame below the SMA 14, so that means that there is a potential continuation to the downside, although it's still within the gravitational zone. Let's see the 3-hour, not there. The 4-hour getting a bounce, and maybe the 6 or the 8. Okay, the 6-hour at the support of the SMA 14. And so is the 8-hour time frame. So yeah, very likely this was the support to face at about 28.32. Still about 48 minutes left to close this 8-hour candle. So closing this 8-hour candle above this support here would be ideal. Very ideal. That is the mid band too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so getting this support touch here to validate it and closing above it may actually give a boost of confidence towards the asset. And there could be an adjustment and a bounce from this zone here. But please trust me when I say that this is a very dangerous ticker to trade, and we could always trade other opportunities too. But I mean, honestly, the play completely played out just the way that it should have. Right, this was our downside target here. We were expecting 21.94. We ended up getting a low. What is this? 3 days ago? Got a low of 22.20 from the 21.90 low. I think this could be the bounce zone here, brother. And I believe that there could be a continuation to the upside based on this closure of this 8-hour candle. Very, very, very important closure here. It would also be closing another candle upside of the SMA 100 on the 8 hour. So yeah, that's it feels okay, but just remember that this can play both ways just as bad. So protect yourself, battle, but it's looking like an upside on this. Not bad. Is it a bad idea to get into the SPY even though it is dropping, or should we still wait until after lunch? I mean, the play would have started 12 minutes ago. Let's see it. Yeah, the play started 12 minutes ago when we were up here at around 415.85. This is already 50% to its target, or maybe even it already kind of completed 60%. It's at a critical support right now. That's that support 414.72. So maybe there could be a bounce from 414.72 and then, oh my goodness, so it just bounced from there though, and it's coming back to it, right? So if we can face a bounce from this area here, I would probably look at it. I mean, dude, YOLO entries like these are not the best, right? But it would be like 415.15 to about 415.20 entry for a continuation to the downside. Okay, so hourly time frame is already looking like it could find a support down there, and that honestly, that support may actually be 413.99. Yeah, no, not bad at all. Oh man, it feels like it just wants to reach it right away. Yeah, it would have been when I told you earlier, right up here. Well, not you specifically, everyone, right? That's absolutely right, Aiden. We definitely have to practice some patience here, because only because this downside is happening with puts, it doesn't mean that we can't catch the upside here on a bounce. So we just have to identify that counter trend and identify when we are at valid resistances in order for us to benefit from it. But I do think that we have a shot at something else here. Yeah, HUBC moving again today. Yeah, man. So that has several upside targets, and that hourly time frame candle closed upside of the mid band here. That was enough validation here for a continuation. So entry could have been at around 67.79. As you know, yesterday I guided I tried, right? Sebastian already had his play going, but I suggested exit in here. Literally right around this area here, 74. Yeah, Dark Xenon, I totally I get that. Yes. Like missing out on your entry, and also because you have like just immediate things that require immediate attention. I remember talking to you about this. So I said that's crazy, because this thing actually didn't create the drive of bearish divergence. It actually just pivoted to the downside anyway. This is what we were talking about on Wednesday. Or was it Wednesday? It could have been Wednesday. It could have been Wednesday, or I think it was Wednesday, actually. The SPY is about to break the day's low. Where'd I have that thing? It could support from that. It could support from that 414 bottom. Yeah, it does have a shot here. Remember, team, it does have a shot to go to 413.77 or 413.72 or 77, right around there. It does have the shot at it. It's just we're facing a lot of support levels there. I mean, both historical and present supports, right? So, but still, I'm very bearish this asset, at least for the shorter term, before it faces a bounce here. Okay, let's take a look at FNGR, see what the heck it's doing. Back in calls on the SOXS. Okay, great. So I'm not sure if you were following the play from earlier, but entry would have been 12.99 to 13.06. This is where we were talking about the bounce here to then start validating the resistance of 13.51 to 13.92, and I spoke about a higher probability resistance at 13.51. There is still massive upside to go though. 30-minute time frame approaching a resistance and is very close to it. 15-minute time frame in the bullish controls, in the gravitational zone, likely to get pulled up, but it's still a 15-minute time frame, very, very small there. So if I'm looking at a top side target here, my brother, there could be one above us, but not too far. That target could, oh man, please use your discretion here. Sorry, I couldn't say anything, but man, 1355 could be one of those tops. Okay, cool. Does it have any other space to beat this though? Let me see the bi-hourly. Oof. I guess the bi-hourly may suggest the 1357. But all of these targets, they're so close to where I was talking about. Is just the thing is that I would have personally taken entry down here at 12.99 to 13.06, and I would have already taken profit here, as that would be a massive gainer in the very short term. It feels bullish, right? It feels bullish. My only problem here is that it definitely has some resistances. On the RSI. What's the top side of this already? So the top side is 1354. I was talking about a 1355 here, and oh man, I'm not sure if it's a temporary resistance. To tell you the truth, I spoke about this target very specifically, so I'm not sure if it's a temporary one. The fact that we're coming back to test that EMA 7 and the EMA 9 or the SMA 10, or all three, is a big deal. So holding that and reacquiring them as support is crucial to the price action's continuation to the upside. So in other words, the bi-hourly time frame still has 40 minutes to go. It's still an eternity away to close that. Same with the hourly. The hourly time frame, EMA or the SMA 10 may be a hint here too. I would say tops 1367 before a continuation to the downside. It feels like it may start doing this zigzag here, ladder downs. Of course, I'm not sure, but please be careful. You're at 1354 right now. I'm very curious over this price action. There we go. 1355 was that resistance level. 56. Okay, breaking that resistance. So here we go. SMA 10 at 1367 could be it. Wow. Oh, wow. Interesting volume on FNGR. Seems like a bounce is here. Could it have been that 480? It's at 496. And the daily volume is already at 301,000. Off-grid Gorilla, you're going to bail and just take it? Yeah, I think that that 1367 may be the top side if it gets there. I'm not really trusting the price action too much. But I think that SMA 10, will be its final straw. Sebastian, you're back in it? That is very aggressive. Let's see. Okay, today it already faced a resistance of 72.31 that we spoke of. Oof. Oh, okay. So you want me to look at a Seiko? Oh, nice. Off-grid gorilla. I love it. Oh, you did long it after the close. Good, good, good. All right. So you should already be at take profit then, or you would have been at 98. This is already getting into a psychological target. Please remember that the closer you get to $1, the more likely this is going to start to sell off. The total resistance here is 98.25. Okay, so if you start getting close to that, I would just, because this is a nice upside here. That's a nice gainer. But remember, as long as the profits are in there, short term, just in and out. No onions. Take no prisoners. Get out. Right? Not financial advice, by the way. You should see my cool phone right now with my very cool image on the page here saying, what is it saying here? It is saying, okay, so my DAS trader approval is pending. No day trading for Arca ever. Oh shoot. Hold on. Let me go back to that. Why is Seiko and HUBC playing the same play? That's interesting. So, well, HUBC, if you did enter here at 67.61, you got that upside, and you definitely got to take profit from the opposing mid-band. The thing is that now this move was already made. That was, that's it for this hourly candle. Right? So you get in the market, 5 minutes later, you take profit at the top side of it, right? So now the whole idea here is to make sure that we can close this hourly candle in 35 minutes above what is 67.61. So, and there is a critical support here that is bouncing from. So that's okay, but yeah, team. Yeah, this is very conditional. I'm sorry, I'm just pensive as all hell here, right? So there's a lot of things that I'm keeping in mind because of the economic position that we're currently dipping ourselves in right now. Your thing is playing HUBC? I mean, it could be. It just needs some specific closures on the hourly time frame to continue to the upside. The daily time frame play is definitely here, and I would imagine that this play can take up to a week or two to complete. Seeing that it is a macro breakout from this formation, right? Let me get rid of this. There we go. From this here. So if it, yeah, and here's the next thing, right? The daily time frame must close this candle above 66.28, which is very close to the 67.61 on the hourly. This is our current support. And that is a pretty bullish statement, seeing that this hourly candle succeeded the upside up to here, right? Just over 72 cents. And now it's coming back to bounce off of the golden pocket. The golden pocket located, let's see, between the knot 382 and the knot 618. It's looking pretty bullish. But you would have to be a little patient with this play, okay? Okay, the 142 close is looking pretty good. The play is still happening the way we spoke of. What was that low? Yeah, 145. Okay, damn, it's pretty freaking close. See all this trouble that it's having off Grid Gorilla? It's having so much trouble reaching that 167. This trouble here could have brought your delta down. Right? Because because obviously, you know, options contracts are highly dependent on volatility. So as you slow down your volatility, your delta starts to kind of diminish, right? So I'm not being a perma bear here, but it's just because of that SMA 10 at 1368 at this point that there's such a slow price action here. There's everybody trying to take profit at this point alongside all of the people trying to buy at the same time. Yeah, so Sebastian, I think it would be playing that wedge too, but it's very conditional. Right? So and it's the daily time frame, so it can certainly take some time to fulfill, even though we closed beneath important areas. Okay, so just a sec. Oh, Sebastian, what, dude? That's so nice of you, brother. Thank you. Tesla puts printing again. Time to share profits with Arca since he can't trade. Dude, what? Dude, that dude, you bro, you don't make your boy blush like that. What the hell, man? Who you playing me for, bro? I'm just kidding, man. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate you, man. That oh man, that made me feel some type of way, dude. I love you, buddy. Thank you, dude. Sebastian, man, you're always coming through, man. That's crazy. But dude, yes, please remember that Tesla does have those crazy bottom side targets that are just that can it's a serious gainer, man, right? Yeah, off grid gorilla 30%. It was a great small play, right? We don't have to get you know, overly greedy here. We just play the play the way it is and take profits when they're there, especially when you're above 20%. You know, that's already a great day. And to be, let's see, Bob saying this, that SPY 414.40 is a tough level to get and stay below. It's the daily linear regression band there. And I agree. Very, very tough. So now coming back into this though, so let's see. Yikes, man. Yeah, that's very tough. Team, I would be very careful here because this can, I mean, it still has 29 minutes and 51 seconds to go. I'm not sure that it can reach all the way down to the low of 414. But if it did, then that would be one of the areas to get maybe long. But I wouldn't do it because actually in 30 minutes is lunchtime. We don't do that. Off-Grid Gorilla sold DRV as well for an 82% gain. Now eyeing calls on the DRV. I'm happy that you covered early, right? Even though it didn't reach the bottom side of the target to the SMA 100, but I do believe that it still has that that thrust to reach it. Careful though, careful. Let me. Because let me see the 30-minute time frame. Critically oversold, and there is wait for it. Off-grid gorilla. I think if there could be any type of entry for a call, it may be at 64.72 to 65.53. This zone here, but now I wouldn't trust it to go all the way back up here. I would actually trust it for, let's see, 64.76 to maybe the resistance of about 65.80. So, yeah, so about a point up. Enough to get some gamma in that delta, right? And then you would then start validating for puts. I'm not sure that it can actually make it all the way to the one condition I'm waiting for is to just break prior candle low, right? So if we can start, or the prior bar low, right? If we can start breaking, this present candle, 27 minutes and 53 seconds left. If we can start breaking the prior bar low at 65.79, that's going to be a clear indication for this downside here. Okay, so I actually don't know where it wants to go because it's still, I mean, in all reality, it could resist from 67.31 and then come back down. And it's also a little too close to lunchtime, but if you do take lunchtime trades, be careful. That's a lot of things start switching around in there, and you know, you don't want to be caught in the crossfire of the switcheroo. Let's go back to FNGR and see what's going down. Nice. 27 minutes left. 27 minutes left to close this candle upside of this resistance at 501. So if it could convert the 501 into a support, that could be a bullish statement for the asset. Very interesting. Did I ever need to switch my strategy from 483? I'm not sure. But it's already proving me half wrong. Got me questioning myself all kinds, right? Nice, 506. Oh, dude, this thing still has the power to go up to 511. Rosy gray glasses. Oh, that's a... That's such a... There's no hidden meaning or anything behind that. I just usually say that. I actually say that to my friends, too. Just when we're hanging out. What's going down, boys? And honestly, it just probably became like... It honestly probably just became a... How can I think about it? I'm like trying to see how I even attach to saying that when referring to FNGR. So let's see. Could it have been a habit just by saying, let's see if it's still continuing down? What could I have said to trigger that? No hidden message behind it, by the way. But just very curious that I would get my speech. What's mooning with FNGR? No. So let's because if I say what's up, right? So then it's gonna be like, are you saying it's gonna go up? We're gonna have to say what's going on, right? Keep it even, right? Maintain ourselves in the medium. FNGR falling wedge might be fulfilling on the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame falling wedge. Let's see. The falling wedge is 5 minutes. Let's see. Are you talking about this? This could be the support grab. That's a lot of 5-minute information here. You could definitely see that in a higher time frame too. If this is what you're referring to, I think this is it, right? Like, is this what you mean? And then I'm assuming this. I think I'm not sure if this is what you're referring to, but maybe so. So the first target, of course, it would be right at, upon the breakout. Let's apply it here. So that would be a top side of about 520. Yeah, I also wouldn't trust this that much because it's a 5-minute time frame formation. Those are not the best. There's so many of these that happen at once all the time, right? So, but technically the target for this breakout would be around 519. And 511 is your... Yeah, 511 is your EMA 21. That 519 does have some relation to the bottom side of this candle here at 520. That's really high. Sorry, that was October. October 20. Sorry, I'm not understanding. So October 26th at 7. So that would be at 7 flat. You mean for the take profit? As the center of the triangle? Well, the center of the triangle would be... There's a lot of confusion there too. Sometimes the center of the triangle, sure, I could see it being here, but the problem is that you're not breaking out at you're breaking out at pretty much the center of the triangle. So then you have some traders that would consider the center of the breakout, meaning that this would be your center, right? So somewhere along these lines here. So it's not yet validated which one when you start breaking out prematurely like this. It's not a strong pattern. Only reason I called it is because of the bounce on October 26th at 10:15 as a rest of the top of the falling wedge. I think the thesis is sound. Yeah, yep. That doesn't sound bad whatsoever. And again, yeah, it's going to be you would observe a formation or price action very, very distinctly than I would. And that's where a community like this, really becomes just a huge asset to all of us, right? The fact that we can all see a different perspective. Jack Wolf saying another FNGR attack day, like to the upside, like the bulls are attacking. So far they are. That was a huge bounce. I'm not gonna lie. That's it really faced like a 30 tick bounce. That's a lot of pressure on bears. Let's see, 482. Yeah, it's currently sitting up 5.5% from that point. It's just showing that there's buy side interest, really. Judging by, from yesterday's analysis, I really thought that FNGR had a shot at that 451. Of course, anything is possible still. Right, but yeah, at least the regression line that we were talking about initially could, if we, let's just say this, right, let's just put it back to where it was, because where it was indicating that it could have been 483, but using this regression where we were initially, it's kind of respecting that support. I just can't ignore the other one either. And I honestly would have preferred the other one at 451 because of the double bottom. That also would have been a pretty large reason to get long the asset there. So but the point here is still we're at resistance, right? We're at resistance from 505, which we're sent over, to about 545. So we have to watch out with this. So if we can get that bounce to 545 and then come back down and validate that 505 as support, we can, consolidate for a bit and then continue onwards and upwards. But the condition is very specific and very tight, since we are barely at the beginning of it right now. Sorry, let me see. Oof. Okay, yeah, so this drop is nice so that I can use the 414.32 as a resistance. Let me see the move. Let me see. Where the heck? Why? Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. Hold on. Let me pull up the volume. And also the red volume. I need both of those. Man, I feel like it's gonna support from there though. If it can break the 413.70 75, I guess, or 74, 413.75 74. If it can break it, I would be very, very surprised. Oof, man, but I mean that's already this already broke all prior bar closes. So this is looking super bearish. Here's my issue. This is what I'm thinking of. The RSI is the only thing getting in the way for me. The fact that, yeah, it could probably face a continuation to the downside, but it wouldn't be too long from now. It would be down to 413.80 because of this back here, right in here. So 413.80 is pretty much, you know, this bottom side here, 413.74, 75. But can it continue below that? That 47. Let me see. Let's just speculate a little bit. 73. Oh my goodness. There's so much support there, dude. I can't even say that it'll break it. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Man, I honestly think that the next one would be 413 if it drops below it. 413.11. to 412.77. 413.11 to 412.77. This is what I'm thinking could happen upon the break of this hourly candle beneath. It's very, very strict. 413.75 or whatever that is, right? 76, whatever that is. I'm going to say it's 75 just to keep it there. We have just a few minutes left to go. So that's 15 minutes. It's 14 minutes and 50 some odd seconds right now. If this candle closes above this, price action can reject and go up. I would be very careful seeing that. Also, yeah, oh man. From this candle here, this downside is also facing a downside in volume. That's indicating that there is a little bit of, there's a loss of strength from the bears. But it's not over yet though, right? It's not critically low. It can still go lower, obviously. Yeah, team, be very careful here, as I don't know that it's going to be able to break that. Like, I honestly would start. Okay, guys, just careful here because we're entering the lunchtime, right? This thing could flip the narrative and just move to the upside aggressively here. Okay, so things could get flipped at this lunchtime coming up. There's a reason we don't trade it, so be very, very, very careful. Finger cost to borrow is now up to 275%. It's getting crazy up in here. Somebody ended up posting the a NASDAQ analyst, or well, who was it? Yeah, a NASDAQ analyst said FNGR was a strong buy. Very cool. Let's see what. $30-minute bot. Look at this. ARQ Sniper just gave us a 30-minute long. And that was about an hour ago. Or an hour and a half. Close to an hour and a half because 12 minutes and 52 seconds. Tesla on the 5-minute. Just a sec. Reclaiming the inside of it, 2 minutes, 23 seconds to close this. Yeah, it's a very short-term opportunity here. It could be that man, see, I would already be front running this. I would already be front running the 5-minute play down at 207.44. As this is I mean, at this point, hold on, right? Because there's going to be a resistance here at 208.03. So 208.03 will likely bring this back down to around 207. Here goes to around 207.63, maybe even 207.67, where then you could probably front run it. But dude, it's just we're freaking 12 minutes from lunch. Like I wouldn't be opening positions here. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? What the hell? That was a weak meta earnings? Look at that. NASDAQ slides further into correction territory as stocks fall after weak meta earnings. What? So that green 25% surprise was bearish? No way. It's green. It's earnings beat. Were they really expecting like way bigger than that? I didn't see. Actually, I didn't even see. What the heck? Is it just me that's tripping over that or what? That doesn't even sound real. Yeah, that doesn't even sound like it would be what's happening here, right? It was a reduced outlook, says Steve Miller. I mean, yeah, and also what is... I know other than their contemporary lenses and stuff like that, what else do they have going for them? So Facebook gave a reduced outlook. I see. Meta earnings was good. The call was bearish. And that was right. Okay, I got you. Interesting. FNGR holding at 504 right now, team. Let's see what happens leading into the... Sorry, what play were you just... I was looking at a play right now, too. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left to close the Hubc candle above 67.60. It's looking okay. It's just the thing is that you're also dipping into the potential of having this like shooting star. Yeah, that is bad for advertising. It's also bad for me to say. Although I hear a lot of YouTubers kind of use that, right? So I'm wondering if I should probably update myself into the words that I can use or can't, right? So the specific word for the pandemic or the virus, right? I can't actually say that, or I don't know if that narrative switched already. But, you know, months and months ago, when I first started the YouTube and I would say it out loud, I noticed that there was a slight drop in viewership. I mean, I would get like 50 views. So it would go to like 30 or 20. But I mean, it would make a huge difference now that I'm averaging around 1,000, you know? So then it would go to 200. Oh, we can't have that. Can't say the words. 8 minutes left on HUBC to close, but like I said, it's looking like a shooting star, so be careful. FNGR just dropped a ticket. It's at 503. NVOS still consolidating. It's very much... Let me see the hourly or the daily, actually. it's still contracting, which is definitely showing that there's a... It's balancing the volume that it's trading thus far. Okay, now, guys, are you still playing Tesla? I mean, it's still going towards that upside. I would just be very careful, though. Let me look at this on the hourly. It's very difficult to tell when price action is lingering around the middle of the center. It's like at a 12 spot 50% of the 0 to 50. I'm sorry, 0 to 25%. Really hard to tell which way it's gonna go, but this is the zone where everything is closed out, team. Cha-Cha, doing good. How are you? Good to see you here. Man, yeah. There's guys right now. I wouldn't suggest. I really would suggest to stay cash right now. Look at the SPY. Oh man, it dropped to 413.86, and we were talking about a 413.76 or 75. Oh my goodness, that was so damn close. Yeah, there could be a shift here, team. We just don't know, right? We have to make sure to stay cash at this point. Man, yeah. Yeah, guys, please be very careful. Let's see. Doing well. You won't miss the live for nothing, my brother. Thank you. John, yes I do. I'm holding ASRE. As I'm under the understanding that there could be some catalysts coming up. And I'm positioned in it, but although I really I would really like to take the whatever gain I can from that and and just close it out, and then move it all to my move it all to Trade and Dash Trader, because I'm just, my account is pending right now. I already did the paperwork last night. I still believe it's headed to 413.50 ish area soon. Yeah, you know what? It could be to where maybe if we close beneath a moving average, right? Instead of closing beneath the any of the mid bands from the linear regression. For example, here, right? The hourly SMA 10 is the resistance that we're facing at around 208.13. Sasquatch, you're late and not short on words. I love the rhyme. Okay, yeah, secondary support could be the EMA 13 too as well. Okay, so that would be at 209.74. Yeah, and this, man, that's what I meant. It's just since we're so close to this lunchtime. But please remember that 9 a.m. Pacific time is 12 p.m. Eastern or New York time, right? So that would be their lunchtime. Just massive weirdness and price action can happen within this. Close to these the time frame here. The thing is that if this candle closes beneath the opening, above the opening of the prior bar, that would show that there's still technically buy-side interest. 12 noon Toronto time, not NY. Thank you, brother. So, yeah, let me take a look at this play again. Oh, okay, it's dropping to 141. That is right here, 141, 142. That is the support here that I really would like to see this the AZ close above in 4 hours time. It's huge and forever from here, but that is the condition. John, you're very welcome. No problem. And Sebastian saying, I'm thinking if I should just take profits on Tesla puts. Dude, I mean, I don't know how the SPY is behaving, but it's if this moves up violently, it'll pressure semiconductors up too. I mean, it's already moving above its SMA 10, and you're looking at a 2-minute close. That I don't know. I can't tell you, brother. Bro, you guys are ridiculous. Sebastian. Oh, Sub, I know. I actually have family in both places. And I try not to disagree with participants that much. I really try to. I'm not here to correct you in a time. I'm really here to really just trade, right? But yeah, I have family in Toronto, and I definitely have family in the NYSE too. Josh, finger options volume is hot again today. 99% calls volume, with most of them at $6, then a $5 strike. Interesting. I gotta say that it's maintaining that 503, 505 target pretty nicely, and Sniper on the 30-minute is still suggesting the long signal. We're currently above 30-minute VWAP too, so that's we crossed over it, so this could be the first. Wow, that was a lot of volatility. This thing just flipped to 511 and came back down. Sub, you're from the Toronto area? Nice, man. How is it there, by the way? Is it snowy yet? Lots of resistance coming up for FNGR up here, but I gotta give it to price action. At least the bulls are holding. Let's see. Interesting times here. All right, team. Yeah, I look at Tesla, just huge indecision right now. Oh, it just closed the bar. Sebastian, there is man, I hated that it opened above the SMA 10, but there could be a shot here to cover your puts at or to close your puts at 205.88. So, but I would start considering that potential at around 206.60 as well. Right, tweezer bottom 207.17 to 206.60 wick low on the prior bar. Your lesser probability, but still a pretty good one to consider, would still be located at around 205. 84. Finger moving. 514. Yikes. So hourly time frame, FNGR closed upside of the mean band, and that was that condition in order for us to continue to the upside. It closed it, and now we're moving up. Right, 2 minutes into the next candle opening, and we're currently converting the. Let me see. That one there. We're currently let me see if I have the 9 or the 21. Good. We're currently converting the 21 exponential moving average on the hourly time frame into a support. So now I forgot who it was that was it. I think it was Explore at Will was talking to me about this formation here. Does have a shot at reaching the 519 top. Now more so than ever. And that would be one of the first targets, right? So since that middle target is kind of compromised, let's look at the top side target instead. Apply it to that point of breakout. And that would be 536. And here you go. That's the resistance of the first take profit at 519. It literally just touched 519. And that completes the first move. So Sasquatch is saying finger is showing a lot of spoofing. 515 to 521 range. Interesting. There is a take profit right at 519 based on the psychological target. Off-grid Gorilla, you went in FNGR $6 calls following your channel trend trade. Nice. I mean, this kind of price action would happen, but it's okay. The hourly time frame EMA 21 is there. Let's see if it can hold it. And also, it's very close to the tweezer top here on the 5-minute time frame. And the opening of the 5-minute candle, too. Danielle Spears, what is good? I'm sure I've missed a lot. Could you please look at NVIDIA? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, NVIDIA got its candle closure within the hourly time frame regression channel, right? So this would suggest a continuation to the upside, but it's very limited. I would say the resistance is located at 408.93. And it does have a top side resistance too. Let me go ahead and hone that. Hold on just a sec. Yeah, I guess it could be one right there. That's a little too aggressive. Hold on just a sec. Yeah, I'd say 408.93 to 406.95. That would be the total resistance range here. The problem is that we're at lunchtime, NYSE, right? So we can't. This is not the best time to enter. So in other words, this may continue to the downside. Danielle? Do you have puts on this? Based on the play from SOSX, NVIDIA, and SPY yesterday? Because that would be incredible. I would say that the hourly time frame is already at a support and very near. Oh, you don't. Okay. Well, I mean, this thing is probably going to correct. The hourly time frame RSI is at support here, but the thing is that it's during this hour here, anything can happen. You got a margin call because of finger. You were trading on leverage. That you have to be careful with that. That is I would urge that you stay away from margin, as I'm staying away from margin myself. You never use so you never use the margin buying power that you have. Or you mean that it was like options? But I changed the account so I could day trade. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I totally understand. 514 FNGR, and it already reached a high of 519. Yeah, totally. Off-grid Gorilla, we can magnify just like you would in your options. I'm sorry, just like you would in margin, we can amplify our gains using options. Oh, Danielle, I'm literally since my account dipped below the 25K. Right, yes. That's interesting because at every moment you have to kind of refill that so that it can just replenish it. That's so annoying. I'm so sorry. Careful not to, yeah, I understand, but careful not to use all of your ammunition too much, right? Because the enlightenment in the master's course that you're about to receive is going to be so massive. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I'm just hearing it from my master students themselves. They tell me, Arca, the strategies that you taught us during the master's course are invaluable, and these have forever changed the way I trade, have forever this, have forever that. So I would really like for you to have enough ammo for when that enlightenment happens. It's gonna be, yeah. You can't wait for the class. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. Welby, no. I earlier, about an hour ago, we were speculating the 480 to be the bottom, to maybe as I don't know, maybe as the initial support that I had in there of 483. It could be in play. Not sure. But the thing is that it is respecting the regression line that I had here prior to modifying it for 451. I would say that I would have preferred the 451. I said this earlier. I'm kind of repeating myself. So I was speculating on the 451 being the higher favorable one because of the double bottom potential. The fact that we didn't get it, it's okay. You know, we could be bear trapping here. It's all good. SPY nosediving. Okay, yep. Here is the support range that I was talking about, team. Watch it. 412.77 to 413.11 if we failed that regression line, right? Read, class cannot come soon enough for me. We're almost there. We have just a few seats left to fill for the 30 seats, available for the ArcMastersCourse, which I usually fail to mention at the beginning of anything. But yeah, team, if you are interested, go ahead and get enrolled with me and literally 26 other students of the 30 seats already taken over the last 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks or something. ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com. The course should be starting. It should be starting either the first week, more than likely the second week of November, to try to fill in those slots. And it should be on a Saturday between 9 and 10 a.m. Look at that, team. It's getting so damn close to the target. Please. That kind of crap usually happens. We're looking at 413.11. Price action has a low of 413.17. Dark Zen, and I would honestly prefer that you did miss the SPY because this is lunchtime. Explore, I will. Inverse head and shoulders on the 5 minute. So the 539 also matches the not 236. That sounds good. And to speculate on that, right? Let me just obviously still, right? We still have this topside target to figure out here at 536 from this thing here. But yeah, if we were to kind of put some speculation here on this inverse head and shoulders, I personally see an angled neckline, right? Just like this. And this would be your price objective, right? So adding it to the top side of the shoulder, that would honestly, in my end, I'm seeing a 549, and that's very confluent to the. It's very confluent to the gap here on the 5 minute, which is 551, and yours also has the. It's confluent to the the bottom of the gap here. I mean, the bottom of the gap would be 542, so you have 539, both of which are very strong resistances, right? So more than likely, the 542 would be the first one to be rejected. And the top of the gap being 551, that marks off what is the price objective here would be about 90% to the, or 95% to the target of the top side. You're seeing, yeah, I see it too, brother. I see it too. I see it right here, right? This one, this larger one here. Just, they're 5-minute time frames though. We have to, with discretion, right? And historically it does have it's just, man, I would really love for you to just maybe explore outside of the 5-minute. I'm not the biggest fan of the very short-term time frames, but it doesn't mean that they're not utilized, because I do, for example, here, my day trade setup is an hour with a 5-minute side. Completely agreed, kiddies. So now, historically speaking, that would be a back test to perform, right? So the 5-minute time frame inverse head and shoulders, how many of them realized to the upside, and how many of them realized their price objective, versus how many didn't and still had an upside? And also, what was the upside on the ones that didn't realize their price objective? So I mean, dude, that's kind of like how I tend to take data, right? For example, here on the ticker symbol AZ last night, I will really take it to the extra mile. This is volatility versus momentum backtest, historical volatility. And from the calculations, I created the mean. From the mean, I created a standard deviation. From the mean and the standard deviation, I created the upper bounds and lower bounds of the first, second, third, and fourth standard deviations. So I will really take data to its last limit here in order to really gauge an extra edge over the typical trader, over the typical market participant. In this case, we're doing it together so that we can together have the edge over the markets, right? So whoever knows about Arca, whoever's listening here, by default, will have that edge alongside me. So if anything, I would encourage you to take your data and really push it deeper, push it as far as you can, so that you have a database that you can always rely on per ticker. And let me give you one example. Check this out. SPY. So this is a 6-hour contraction to expansion historical volatility for an upside. This is a SPY critical contraction to contraction for the bi-weekly time frame for an upside. Entire historical backtest. This is the SPY weekly BBWP alone for a downside, meaning that I'm using expansion to contraction for a downside play, and just the BBWP for a weekly time frame on an upside play too. I have a SPY silver cross long short strategy. I have the death cross, which is the 50 below the 200. I mean, dude, look at this. This is the SPY bi-weekly expansion to contraction for an upside. I have, and look at buy daily BBWP 90% expansion. I mean, I have it all, and specifically for the SPY, because the SPY is, you can create a whole career out of that. So yeah, I think expanding on your data sets and your databases, it's critical. And, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It just, it sounds really neat at the end of the day when you hear Arca's videos saying, well, there could be an upside here, right? And then we point out the targets, but the thesis did take a few hours to create, and then days and then months of cataloging data. And that helps for every future iteration that you get. You can literally trade one ticker for the rest of your life and be fine. But yeah, look at this, man. NVIDIA continuing to push that downside. Remember, team, we are in the quiet period right now. It's 9:17 a.m., which is 12:17. Tesla is also falling alongside NVDA. Let's look. Look at that. It's combating our... Sorry? What the heck is that? It's combating the 206.58, and now it wants to meet the bottom side of about 205.71. Or 76 or something. I forgot what. 205.70. It's so damn annoying that you can't. It's ever evolving. It's moving. So right now it would be 205.74. So a price may very well reach the 205.74 to 206. And then it would be critical for it to close above there for a continuation to the upside. But 205.76, right? Let's see. Just like this. So if it fails the 205.76 and then this hourly candle in 41 minutes and 38 seconds and counting closes beneath this point of 205.70, whatever that was, 76, then you would definitely get, or you would start to influence a continuation to the downside here. But please remember, team, please remember, 3 days ago, the analysis that I put together for Tesla was to reach 198.45. My thesis still stands. I am not moving from it. So, yeah, so it was really, this was really meant to be a 25-point move to the downside. And I really meant that it could be a swing. B, what is good, my bro? Good to see you here. Yeah, it could definitely be going for another day's low. Look at that, man. 205.76 would be the next support zone. Looking so dangerous. Man, I hate it that I can't trade anything. Here we go, 205.78. Did it reach 205? It reached 205.69. Woo! Man, oh man, oh man. That's incredible. That's really something else. SPY is currently, and that's what I meant earlier, team, that if the SPY continues to drop harder, Tesla would follow that as well. And the semiconductor. So now SOXS may be way in the green. Here you go. So now it's combating the resistance that we had up here at 1392, currently sitting at 1393 and resisting from there, right? So if we can keep this and close above 1392, yeah, sure. The next one would clean be the next upside target that we have at 1444. Now, while we did have entries from down here at 1205, 1207, I wouldn't trade this without taking profit at the critical resistances. Off-Grid Gorilla saying, Arca bro, your LRC indicator is sick. A day trader's dream using it to scalp DRV, working like a dream, working like a charm in the small time frames. Oh, my brother, yes. So Sebastian actually has been using the LRC on the 15-minute time frame, 5-minute. I honestly find better use in it in the 30-minute, hourly, bi-hourly, even up to the daily. But it's the sweet spot within there is the hourly and bi-hourly. Those are really, really sweet. So yeah, currently resisting from the top side resistance we had here at 1392, reaching a top side of 1394, right? 1396 to be exact. Linear regression channel, Danielle, you will receive that as a gift from me as well because you are a registered and enrolled master student. So the indicator does exist in TradingView for free, but except that the ABT LRC, which is Arca Bull's trading linear regression channel, that indicator that I used directly from the script made from TradingView, I modified the script so that it can display these center lines here, and I also kind of switched up the colors a little bit and made it a little more dim, right? So these regression bands do not exist in the original script, so I scripted them in. NVIDIA trying for 400. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I cleanly see it, bro. I see it. Yeah, I think, I mean, there is a 401.14 support. If you can get a bounce from the 401.14, there could be a resistance at 403.23. And then it'll continue to the downside. But, dude, I promise you, man. I pointed out a huge short play on NVIDIA 2 days ago. And 2 days ago, we were right here. So I pointed out that we could test the EMA 21, located right up here around 439.72. It came up to around 436.91, and from there it just started capitulating like crazy. But this is not done, brother. This is not done by any means. And I do expect a continuation to the downside, like, I mean, of epic proportion here. And I really do think that it can come back and test the daily time frame gap down here at 397.52. So this gap right over here. Let me get rid of the let me get rid of everything there. This gap, I'm going to zoom in. This gap. It doesn't mean that we're going to fill it. I'm just saying that it's a gap that never has been touched, and also it's a gap in all its generalities, right? That would be my thesis here, that price action is essentially trying to get that bottom side, which then would introduce Tesla at 198.35 as well, 45. We already reached 205.47. We're peaking, creating a new low. So this is, I mean, yeah, brother, this is looking like it wants to fall off a cliff. 35 minutes left to close this candle beneath that 205.76, which I see as highly likely. So that means that at about, my time down here in the bottom right, I know it's hard to see, but it says 9:24 a.m., which is 10:24 a.m. NYSE. That at around 9:24, that at around 10 a.m., maybe even a few minutes earlier, there, if price action is below the 205.76, there could be a front run here for a continuation to the downside, and that downside is going to be very aggressive. I must say that downside could lead to 204.49 first without any resistance. It'll literally just slide. But it's entirely conditional upon the closure of this present hourly candle beneath that 205.76. Right there. Finger creating a continuation to the upside. 524. Daryl, thank you so much. Kitties, thank you so much. Off-Grid Gorilla, DRV, you're still holding? All right, keep an eye on SOSX because that may be another long call right here. Closing above 1381. That would be long calls for a jump to around 1417. It may even reach all the way up to 1444. But let's look at DRV. You're holding, let's see. This could be a temporary resistance here at maybe 67.71 and maybe a temporary resistance. It does have a shot actually at reaching maybe 68.38, which would be, let's see, 68.37 actually, which would be this. Let me show you. $37. Let's adjust it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Let's just say 36, right? This gap here from this candle to this candle. Honestly, the gap can be considered there. It could also be considered up here at 68.50. But yeah, seeing that you do have that massive green candle, this upside could very well resist at that point there. So it would be the gap, the top of the gap, and also the regression from the linear regression channel. It looks like it wants it though. I must admit. And the space between the hourly RSI signal blue line compared to the SMA 14 pink line, that difference in space could very well be that difference for the resistance to the top of the gap. Right? So yeah, be very careful here. Oh, you're following on the LRC. Okay, good. So you can totally see this play. Philip AAA, my bro, yes. Look at that team. FNGR holding nicely at 524. And I must say that it's holding nicely at 524 as the markets are capitulating. So it's showing that inverse correlation to the broader markets. Really would be an amazing bullish statement if FNGR can close above 526 on the hourly time frame LRC, linear regression channel. So if it could do that, team, oh boy, definite continuation to the upside. Let's see if it matches with anything. Resistance could be around 552. And guess where that lands you on the 5-minute time frame? 551 at the top side of the gap. The formation of the triangle here from Explore All will be. I'm sorry, no, that would be the inverse head and shoulder. Also Explore All will. 549. So you can see just how much this linear regression channel is kind of meeting psychology too. Good deal. Kitty's. Let's see what you're saying. FNGR. Resisting from the hourly SMA 20 at 528. Let's see. And let me get rid of, sorry, which one was it? SMA, that was the custom SMA length 2. Okay. Perfect. Now let me add that. The SMA 20 at 506? Is that the one that you're talking about? On the hourly. 528. Wait a second. Is that, am I also going to be showing different results than you? Yeah, that's my SMA 20. And it's current, for me, it's sitting at 509. That's interesting. Is your SMA 20 really sitting at 528? $528. I don't even know what moving average that could be there for me on my side. Could it be a VWAP maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. 100% loving this indicator for the live daily scalping. My brother, yes. It was when Cryptic Trader came up and gave us gave me the hint on that, and then also said that it was missing trend lines. We immediately got to work in modifying the indicator, and all of us have it and all of us use it. Sebastian, Zephram, Cryptic, myself. I think Cryptic is using it on the DAS Trader as well. So DAS may have its own linear regression channel too. Yeah, that is super weird that I'm not catching it right where you are, Kitties. That's insane. Are you paying for live market data? I don't know that it would differ that big of a difference though. I mean, Unless you have like a 120 day. I'm not sure that, you know, it's, let me see. Yeah, you can't even see it on a 120 day. Oh my goodness, dude. SMA 50 is sitting at 542. Let's see the 45, right? 45 is sitting for me at 534 or 533. If we were to change it to like a 40 day, maybe, right? So 40 day is sitting at 529 for me. So kiddies, yeah, check it out. You may be on a 40 day simple moving average because that is sitting at 529 for me on the hourly. But you know, it's always, it's definitely good. I have the EMA 21 because I like the more exponential feel to the SMA 20 when it's exponential. You know, so that it gives you a little bit of a tighter relation or correlation to the price action at hand. So sitting at 523, very impressive. 26 minutes left to close this hourly candle. The SPY grabbed a new low at 412.30 and it is bouncing back into this resistance range. Okay, so it could be validating a resistance in order to continue to the downside. Let's see. I would say there is an apparent drop in volume here as the price action drops too. However, not low enough yet though. And it's a pretty nice regression at that. So Danielle, for the master students, I will be unlocking all of the indicators that I'm going to share with you upon week 4. Send me a DM. So we need a closure here, team. Beneath this, this is going to introduce a further downside here. If this hourly time frame closes, if this hourly time frame closes beneath that regression at 413.57, this may, it may continue yet again to test then 411.25 on the hourly. Oof. Kitties, did you hone in the on the resolution of that? So check it out, team. Here it goes. NVIDIA is actually dropping, and it's currently facing the support from this wick low here. That is, that is the Monday, June 26th of 2023 low. Sitting at 401, dead 401, and price action right now has reached 401.05. I would say it's a temporary, support here. It does have a chance here to even, I guess maybe in the next day or so, it maybe even have a chance to bounce all the way to 405.73, but I highly doubt it for now, as this is feeling massively bearish and maybe. I'm still observing this target here of 395.30 to 397.52, focused at 397.52 to be honest. Hold on, I'm going to give you an adjustment here. 399.60. Hold on. $399.66 is the total range. $399.66 to $395.30 with a focus at $397.53. There you go. That is presently what I'm looking for. And now let me use a smaller trend there. There you go. Okay. Yeah, it's looking like it's looking like it wants to fall for sure. Okay, FNGR, where are you at? Rosy Gray Glasses, are you still in here? Did you just hear me switch it up? I just said FNGR, where are you at? You're having the binoculars out for a finger reload. I totally went against the false narrative. No price manipulation here. Yeah, I think this is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. So 480, huh? Could it be? Oh my goodness, man. Oh, you know what? This is something I actually never checked. Well, that's ridiculous. This thing would also give us that 450 target too. But yeah, but I mean, obviously this is, I mean, it's feeling heavily bullish. I really would like to see what's going to happen at the end of the day for this. See, the 6-hour time frame is at a resistance from the SMA 14 on FNGR, right? So presently literally at this current price, 520. But I would point out that it's in the gravitational zone, right? So this can get pulled up and then jump into the opposing side's gravitational zone, get a resistance, and then come back and validate that SMA 14 as support. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, man. It's feeling okay. Let me go back to the linear regression channel as it's dropping the 517. Okay, so in 21 minutes, this hourly candle is highly likely gonna close beneath the 526, right? So if it does show a downside, I think it would actually show a downside to 501 or $5 at the SMA 10 and the mid band here for a continuation to the upside. And then we're going to come back again and test this 525 or 524 by the next hourly. Oh man, so much indecision in the market right now as we're sitting at about 20 minutes away from the quiet period ending. So the shifting of the algorithms should start right within the next maybe 5 minutes at the earliest. And speaking now an hour later, let me see, about an hour and a half later now, or 2 hours, from the long signal printed on the sniper algorithm, it's still actually, I mean, this was very accurate. Good deal for, for the ARQ indicators here. They're coming through. And the daily time frame SMA 100 proving its worth. 517 to 522. There's a lot of buy side interest here, team. So Northwest saying buying 17,000 shares of FNGR. Give me the dip, please. Man. Oh, dude. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so you got some cheese dip? I mean, it's at 514. Are you talking about FNGR for a dip? Maybe. It's just that, I mean, this is a lot of green volume too, right? It's showing a lot of buy side conviction because there's a lot of people who do believe that 480, 483 could have been the bottom side. What ticker is that one, my brother? Oh man, look at that. NVIDIA reaching a low of 400 with 49 cents. And we're looking for a target of 399.66 to 395.30 with a focus at 397.53. Yeah, man, the NVOS, man, still, I mean, it's looking good. I really do feel, I'm bullish NVOS, to be honest. I'm just not sure as to when this is going to quit it, but I feel like there may be an upside here within the next day or two. Seeing that the hourly time frame RSI is already coming up to the gravitational zone, this may get a shot to complete an upside beyond that SMA 14. And that is going to be possible with expansion in volatility, right? So that's showing that there's, on average, some more volume being traded. So that's a very good sign here that there could be an upside, okay? So keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead and see Tesla real quick. There we go. Nice. 16 minutes to close this. It already reached 204.90, but please remember that my overall target for this is going to be located at 198.45 to 202.51. Okay, so that is the bottom side target range that I'm kind of shooting for here. And still the same one that we presented around 2 or 3 days ago. So 198.45, yes, it's a huge focus, right? But we can put it in the middle too. Let's see. Focus 200 with 71. This right here. This could be our zone here. I could also put you know what? I'll put the tags in here for us. Oh my goodness, whatever. Okay, we'll leave this here, smack in the middle. And 198.46, right? There you go. I think there's a possibility here that Tesla can drop to these levels. Yeah, I mean, it's breaking many bar lows here. And it's already breaking the bar, let's see, 1, 2, 3 days ago. It's beating us one of that bar low. Oh my goodness. Sub. Lauren, what is good, my bro? It's good to see you here, dude. How is life treating you? And also, how is the hydrogen project coming about? Are you said you're doing it with one of your kids? Welby, GRTX? Oh, that's nice of you, my brother. Good to see you here. Dude, you're going public like that with it? That's so freaking amazing. But what is it for? Is it like for a car or I mean, is it for commercial use, I guess better asked? You're gonna try to sell just the and are you gonna sell just the battery or what is the deal, man? That's such a freaking cool project. Sorry, what was the ticker again? It's for commercial power plants. Dude, what? Such a huge project, my bro. Oh my goodness. GRTX is up 24.64% on the day. Wow, it did have a pretty nice gap up too. Lauren, I bet it is. I bet it is, dude. I can't even pretend to know what kind of pressure you're under. That's huge. But I nonetheless, I do believe congratulations is in order, or congratulations are in order. Not a problem, Welby. So if this is going to continue to the upside, this is where we have to, I guess, kind of speculate on, right? So the daily time frame is already getting the feed from the earlier time frame. So I think the 4 hour is going to give us that real. I think the 4 hour is going to give us that real bias here. So check this out. Expansion starting to happen. Upside pivot on stochastics. Bullish crossover. Yep, bullish crossover without looking, right? Bullish crossover on the MACD with the first green bar, and a very aggressive first green bar, by the way. Keep an eye on this because I think your next target, although you're at the resistance of the mid band here, I mean, it feels like it can still reach maybe all the way up to 25.46. GRTX is looking pretty strong. Let me see the hourly time frame though. Bob saying, Arca, thanks for your projected levels. My SPY puts are up 230% today. My brother. That is ridiculous. That is also crazy that you would. Let me see where this thing is. That is also insane that you would just trust my word like that, right? So yeah, I'm still feeling like there could be a continuation here. Watch that close in 11 minutes and 29 seconds, as a lot of people are going to start front running the downside, and I do expect this to drop to 411.29 or 2029. Just a sec, team. The little lady just showed up. Let me go ahead and just put FNGR here for the current price. Just a moment, team. I am back. So, I was actually, I was actually here when I saw the Arcas with this little lady. I wonder what kind of mischief we can cause. I was here sitting on the chair. The problem is that I took a sip of water, and that sip of water went down the wrong freaking tube, and I started coughing up a lung over here, man. And and I couldn't get back to it. I'm like, but I couldn't even say nothing, right? So I just left myself on mute, and I'm like, oh my goodness, man. Like, getting choked out over here all by myself, right? Oh my goodness. Lauren, you said, what happened to Tesla? It's falling, dude. So, what was it? 3 days ago, I put up a thesis, right? That, Tesla was about to fall off a cliff. And that is because of one reason, dude. You're not going to believe it. It's because of that conference. Elon Musk cried. I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah, Vincent. With so much practice, you'd think you'd never choke on water. Oh my goodness, man. I don't know what happened. I feel like when you kind of like, when you startle yourself, you're like, right? So I think I did that for some stupid reason. My body just decided that. And then plow. I just got mangled. Oh my goodness. Very embarrassing times, but I wasn't gonna, I was gonna share it with you nonetheless. Yeah, what the heck is happening to finger? Did it get frozen there? Is that 534? What the hell you mean? I left and it was at 525. Ooh, 535. Right, so this is the resistance that we were speaking about earlier. In regards to the top side of the yeah, look at this, 10:02 a.m. and then now the price action starts moving, right? So what I was gonna say is that we have a better chance now at first of all, the hourly time frame closed above the very unlikely 526 that we were observing, right? So it did close above it, and this would be the confirmation enough to continue on to the upside here. So yeah, we do have a resistance between 542 and 551, but if we do get enough volume, we can even push into 553. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. So Joel saying I have good news about Tesla. However, you will have to wait till I am told I can say something about it. LOL, my son works at No way. What the hell? How do you come in here and tease me like that, Joel? How dare you? I think that's enough to get him fired by you just saying that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that. Lauren Wood got the same idea that I did. Calls loading now. Ah, dude. That is funny. We're going to start just speculating. What kind of news are you talking about, Elon Musk? Huh? What are you trying to tell us? Dude, Tesla is a gift that keeps on giving. Oh man. I mean jeez. Yeah, so I'm wondering if we could come back up and test this area of resistance, and hopefully before the long-awaited Joel news from his son that works on the cool Tesla, we can maybe get the prints all the way down here and then rip the upside. Yeah, EO, that's the way to do it, my bro. Come on. Yes. Writing it up and down is exactly the way we got to do it. The question keeps coming up. When, oh, when? No way. Is it really halted? Shut up. It's at 5:30. No. It's 5:31 now. 5:29? Did it really halt? That couldn't have been for that short a time. What? Hold on just a sec. I hope it doesn't do it again. I mean, it's at 529. That's pretty, Lauren, that's pretty good. Dude, that's really good. Oh, that's right. Lauren, dude, what was I going to tell you? Aiden came up to me and he told me that you helped him with his homework, dude, with his midterm. You helped him even despite you had your daughter next. Dude, what? Aiden is a young gun, dude. He's very young and he has a good heart and a very good family. So I appreciate that so dearly, dude. You have no clue. He's young, man, and yeah, he really is, man. He really is a good guy. I have so much faith in him, and he's currently here in school in California, right? But he's from Hawaii. Oh my goodness, man. And he was saying, dude, the guy straight up helped me while having his daughter. And like, and I was like, no way, bro. Like, and also knowing that how busy you are with your project, dude. Thank you so much, man. Aiden really appreciated it too. When Tesla sells the capability to other car companies at a big cost, then Tesla will rip. So Daryl is saying that FNGR has not halted all day. Guys, how did you get that news? Because I was also trying to look for that. Oh, dude, Lauren, that's awesome, dude. Thank you. Thank you, bro. He's so young. He doesn't, What was it, by the way? Calculus? Dark Zenon, Lauren, you've been helping Zenon as well? Calc 2? Okay. Joel saying, speaking of California, what is going on? I heard your governor went to visit Chi. What? This is the first that I hear of it. So Tom Moore is saying no halt in FNGR. Looked at NASDAQ site and no halts were, so okay. But it's back to 534, which is cool. Northwest is also helping with Calc 2. It is Black Seal. It is definitely moving. Look at that, 534 and holding. Lauren, I think Northwest was probably. I think it was just joshing. Yeah, EO, you know me, man. You know me. You know how I react to news too. I don't want it to color my data. Yeah, dude, Aiden is such a good guy. Okay, so yeah, well, I guess as per expected, ticker symbol AZ is bouncing off of that 141, 142 area, right, of the support mid-band of the the regression channel. Sorry, team. So this was the price action right now it was highly expected. This was the loading zone that I spoke of in yesterday's analysis, right? So it's proving okay, right? We already got an upside to about this was a short-term upside, right? We got the 149 first, and then it dropped, right? So this was still. Oh, actually, no, we definitely got 170. Okay, gotcha. Did you hear that out there? Freaking huge motorcycle out there, man. Let's see. John saying nobody can help me. I'm too far gone. How many people in here are watching that show Billions? Let me know. Let me know if you're watching that show Billions and if you're familiar with the show. Look at this, 532. It's still holding nicely, team. This is definitely this is definitely good stuff. My goodness. Joel, your position on FNGR is 494. That's freaking, that's awesome. What? Or you average down for the first time there. Billions is so amazing, right? So Zephyr was saying, I'm just a huge Damian Lewis fan. Dude, me too. Me too. And I have to be honest, I haven't seen him in too much unless I'm just completely missing it. And he's now just so relevant. Robert W, GTI filled 6626, 1,400 shares. And how is GTII doing, by the way? Is it still consolidating in that one space that we spoke about like a day or two ago? It freaking is. I mean, we spoke about this, and we also noticed that there could be the building of this. Let's see. He broke out in Band of Brothers. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lauren, I highly suggest it, dude. Billions is so damn good. And so BBJ, dude, I don't know. I'm actually in like episode like 5 of season 6. Hold on just a sec. Let me get rid of the yikes. Yeah, this thing is still, I mean, it could be creating that right angle triangle, but it may be a little too soon to tell. But it's still barcoding. It's still barcoding with the bottom side of 6205. I mean, you can see these like zones that it kind of like zombies. It's like a zombie stock, right? Remember those in 2021? So it has this here. It has this here. That thing there. Look at these areas. They're so like, they're so weird. You know, it just like consolidates and it just trades its own volume like a zombie, right? So this is what I meant. It's just so it's such a headache. It's literally like, man, I wonder if we can just run a barcode scanner on this and see what it tells us. Secret message from GTII. Massive news coming in 2 weeks. I imagine. Oh my goodness, man. This is incredible. I can't believe how freaking insane these zones are. Oh, dude. It's almost ugly to see that, right? So let's see. There's PR today on GTII. Is it expected to be good? Mark Lynch, how you doing? All caught up on billions. I'm sad to see it go, but it's ending on a high note rather than stay around for too long. Also, my dollar cost average on FNGR is 461. Nice. So your cost basis is 461. That's unless you're willing to load at 461, right? Which could be a whole different story. But yeah, nice. I'm just on season 6. I didn't hear about it until just a few months ago. I find it to be such a freaking cool show. GTI said that the dividend will be paid. Oh, nice. Let's see. I'm hoping for a little jump next week on GTII. Dividends are due on Monday. If the market cap isn't over $1 billion, it's hard to hold it. Right? Yeah. I mean, that's the general idea here, right? Let's see. It charges $99.99 if you can scan the barcode. Sub, let's see. Restrictions are over to sell on GTII. I see. GTII said the dividend will be paid. I got it. Okay. Crap, there's a season 7 billions. Dang it. Now I have to watch TV. I thought there were like 8 seasons of it. No way, is it really? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Not having Bobby Axelrod there on the season 6 is a little weird. I like Prince, right? It's cool. I'm just not. I don't know. I don't know. I like, he gives me so many weird vibes. Let's see. Kitties, let's see. I still think they might get the 450s on FNGR tomorrow. That double bottom might be too juicy to forego for the market. Yeah, man. What if it actually does, right? What if it really does push? Damn, but I mean, 530, dude, that is huge. I mean, that would be a massive dump. 451. Oh my goodness. I mean, let's speculate on that, right? Let's say for example we end the day today at a 545, right? I mean, we're talking about almost a whole point down, right? So if that were really the freaking case, oh my goodness, man, that is a 17%, over a 17% loss. I keep on hearing good things about Ozark, so I watched like 3 seasons of it. I still haven't finished it. I'm right where the kid starts losing his mind. Zephram, that I keep on hearing for me to watch Suits after Billions. Before Meghan Markle went nuts? No way. Wow. Anyone hold MMAT here? We were talking about MMAT earlier. Oh, check it out. Tesla is at the resistance of 207.10 to 206.58. And it's very interesting that it did close the hourly time frame beneath the regression band, and it's actually showing bullish. So that means that the SPY could be recovering too. There you go. My goodness, man. So now the SPY could be the influence for a continuation to the downside on Tesla. And I think that because, I mean, does it have enough juice to get up to 413.91? We can't doubt it. Yeah, I was talking about QQQ to Cryptic Trader, and I think I might start charting QQQ more than the SPY. Or I mean, I have so much data on the SPY already. I have like almost every time frame back tested up and down. You know, volatility versus stochastic momentum for the footprint for. I think I have the bi-daily, the 3-day, the weekly, the bi-weekly, the 6-hour, the 8-hour. I think I have even a 4-hour, all of them for upside and downside. Given that I haven't actually practiced the standard deviation calculations, they're only the mean. But I have them on all those time frames, and I am noticing that the QQQ kind of outperforms the SPY by I mean, not a measurable, I guess, not an exponential amount or a huge amount, but something. It is just a little more. It's a little more liquid than the SPY. I'm noticing, right? At least for this year. So QQQ is it's showing some strength. Again, this was very interesting that it closed beneath the regression band here. That would indicate a continuation to the downside, but it rejected it. So if we're looking at the regression channel on the bi-hourly time frame, EO, make sure to send me an email so I can send you this indicator, because you're my master student. Yeah, and I'll go ahead and grant you access to this. It exists in TradingView, yes, it does, but I must warn you that it exists without these extra trend lines that I modified the script in. Yeah, Bob, I have to agree with you. The Magnificent Seven did cause the upside here. And that it was just oversold, right? But it might not, and I'm with you too, it might not actually survive, right? So let me come back to this and at least see. So this is Let me look at this on the daily time frame at least, right? Huge gap downs on Alphabet or Google. Let me get rid of these things. And start adjusting our I want us to be able to see everything here. Yeah, it's so TradingView is so modular. You can really just mangle this thing around however you want. Right? So here we go. Everything is on the daily. Yeah, Apple just Apple stock and big tech went from markets what is that? What is that? Saviors to market destroyers. Yeah. I was speaking about this earlier. How it's the mega caps that are actually bringing the price down on the indices and not the other way around. And observing the futures, S&P 500 futures contracts, that's heavily bearish. But we were able to identify this downside around 3 days ago. You know, we capitalized on this, so this is very good. Especially for those of you who took the trade on the SOXS. Massive gains there. And the NVIDIA puts that we got, also good gains. And please notice here, daily time frame, EMA 21 crossing beneath the EMA 55. That is the inverse silver cross. That is not good. Very bearish. Yeah, Google is getting mangled up. Google is getting mangled up. But I will say that Apple is capitulating a lot harder alongside NVIDIA, right? So those two, and also Meta, right? So that's another one that we need to keep an eye on because it was not looking too hot, right? So Meta is actually showing a little bit of upside here, but I mean it did drop. Oh man, look at that, 295 to 279. That is a complete capitulation. That is so incredible. Let's take a look. Partnership with, it even has a good news catalyst. And also, it got an upgrade. Citigroup raises the price target on Microsoft to 432 from 430. Wow. So Microsoft, this was, I don't wonder if these people put that hit. Microsoft's growth has trailed that of peers, but the trend could soon flip in a big way. That very well could have been the reason why, right? But I mean, it did get a massive pump to the upside based on that earnings beat, all the way up to 346.65. And then, I mean, it had an upgrade today as well. So, but that hit piece actually really affected things and it dropped. So that, yeah, this is also another reason, I mean, to push down the price action. But I mean, it looks like Apple is kind of leading that. Both, yeah, it looks like NVIDIA and Apple are leading that downside. That is just so incredible. Hold on. Yeah, it feels like, yeah, team, you could clearly see here that it would be NVIDIA and Apple that are leading this downside. Very, very bearish. Look at this. Apple and the Orchard, the six big tech stocks are falling today. That happens more often than you think. Incredible. Lots of pressure to the downside, team. So I'm very happy that we did end up taking short positions and long or long puts a couple days ago for this. Dude, did you really, Cryptic? That's awesome, bro. Yeah, it's very rare that they do fall together, but it's just everything is not looking too good. There's earnings misses everywhere. This got pushed to the downside, starting with I think it was starting with actually Alphabet yesterday, as it gapped down just from 100 and look at that, from a 140.79 top, it opened the next candle at 129. That kind of pressure, man, from the mega caps, not good, not good. No way, dude. Cryptic, that is awesome. Yeah, when we're in sync with the markets team, we're able to capitalize together, right? So this is, yeah, that's incredible stuff. Look at the Qs. They're absolutely dropping like, it's dropping like crazy. Meta getting that relief bounce, but still, I don't think that it's going to be able to hold it too much, seeing that Apple is capitulating just as hard as Nvidia is. Dude, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, the same deal, my bro. Congratulations. Massive times here. But if you, yeah, team, I remember my application for my DAS trader is pending right now, so I'm literally not trading anything, and that's, it sucks a lot. But it's okay. Because when I have access to my actual tools, that's going to be when I'll be able to really light it up. 530 on FNGR and holding, so not bad, team. Let's see if NVOS ended up pushing up yet. 25.29 still consolidating. Team, get ready for a Tesla put here. There could be a chance here in about a half hour to close this candle beneath beneath 205.92. So closing beneath 205.92 would actually create a bigger and deeper play, and these are my supports right down here for you, okay? Remember that condition. As long as the candle in the hourly time frame closes beneath 205.92, right? Wait for the price action and see if it could come back up to the next candle. It would be 205.75. Okay, so if you can get the next candle to reach near that 205.75, get long a put, ride the downside here, and you have the targets to observe right now. Okay, I'm saying that because I'm not going to be around. So in the event to where you want to trade that, not financial advice, just make sure that you can follow a trade with this, at least with this projection. Bob is holding, let's see, Bob, you're holding a couple SPY runners waiting for that TSLA move down. SPY will go down with it. I completely agree. And I really do feel, and I'm sticking to my guns, man. I'm sticking to my guns on these targets for Tesla from 3 days ago. Still there. Dude, Zephram just said, I'm telling you, man, Arca Bulls hedge fund. Zephram pointed this out. He said, so many talented traders to come out of the ArcMasters course, right? We're about to embark on track 3. So we have already track 1 and track 2 pretty much done, just waiting on a couple tests from their final exams, right? And then the next set of stars are going to come out of that too, right? So those students are my ideas. They are essentially the ones that I'm looking at for a further development and further continuation to trade, and then bring in more traders just like that, right? Similar to what SMB Capital does, similar to what Bear Bull Traders does, right? They bring in new traders, right? They train them to their rules, fund them, and then they work the magic. So Cryptic Trader saying, I can fund a trader with just what I made today, dude. Seriously, because then from there you could actually lever the top. Cryptic saying, let's do it, bro. Let's go. Kathleen Gorby, let's see. I'm very excited and a little more nervous about the upcoming course. No. Don't be nervous at all. You're gonna be the first the first week, the introduction week, it's gonna be me saying, okay, why are we here, right? But yeah, team. So please remember that if you are curious over the ArcMasters trading course, it should be set to start in the first or second week of November, and we're already 96% full from the 30 seats offered about 3 weeks ago. So one more time, ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com. I will pass you the syllabus, disclaimer, and all pertinent information. All right, team. So go ahead and get in touch with me there before it's too late. But anyway, team, I think we're doing pretty good. No, you didn't. But dude, even if Cryptic Trader did fail the final, it's like that's not it. Like he's already a good trader. The thing is that I would encourage, aside from this mentorship program, I would encourage you to get in touch with someone that you do know that also trades and trades well, right? Trades good. Someone with lots of experience, right? Especially, my mentor is probably 60 years old, right? And he's been in the markets for over 25 years now, maybe closer to 30 years now. And he made his millions off of trading, the equities market in a discretionary fashion, by the way. So I learned all my discretion from him. Yeah, check it out. Cryptic Trader, his mentor is 65. So those are the traders I'm talking about, right? The traders that were, that really have some old skin in the game. Hourly time frame HUBC feels like it's going to fall off a cliff here. It's about to cross over the SMA 14 and it's in the gravitational zone. That's really what I wanted to say. So careful, team. Gotta go, buddy. Keep doing what you love. I'll try to hop on tomorrow if I can. Lauren, take care. Be well. Don't get those as mentors, says Cryptic. I appreciate you guys so much. And remember, team, that I am going to be issuing a few indicators as gifts for those of you who sign up for the mentorship program, right? And this is one of them, right? It's free on TradingView, but I just modified it ever so slightly for our advantage. You're Off-Grid Gorilla saying I'm 60 being mentored by a 35-year-old. I am definitely 38. So, but to you, it is like no difference at all. And I hear that all the time. I hear it all the time. My mentor, he's 60 years old and he's over there. You got the goods, kid. And I'm like, dude, man, I'm still young enough to be considered a kid. EO, EO is a lifetime membership and a master student as well. So he definitely, you too, brother, you killed it. You killed it in your trading career. See, yeah, that's the difference between me and Off-Grid Gorilla. He can bench press like 500 pounds. So yeah, I can't. No. Joel, thank you so much. I'll make sure to reply to you. Just my son is like awake right now, right? I'll make sure. I just got to get that guy taken care of. Between Meet Kevin and Arca, I continue to learn. Yeah, man, better wealth building with, and also for the real estate with Kevin, right? He's the guy is super smart. Just launched his ETF and everything, man. Big time. That's so you putting my name next to Meet Kevin when Meet Kevin's literally worth like $50 million is ridiculous. Lauren saying you really could be a financial planner if you wanted to, Arca. Dude, I think so. I'm just not sure that I want to do that because I really just want to be a day trader, bro. That's really all I want. Zephram saying I can eat 500 tacos. Dude, bro, I'll be having tacos with you. Let's go, man. Arca looks like Justin Bieber on crack. So I think he's a little wider than I am still. Yeah, he is a smart guy, dude. He is a smart guy. And not the money, it's the wisdom, right? And you know what? That sounds very familiar. Battle, Josh Stye told me the same thing. He said it doesn't matter how long you've been trading. The fact is that you grabbed all of that. and you're able to reciprocate it onto the public in a way which everyone can understand. And he goes, and that takes a certain type of person. It takes a certain type of talent, you know. And I am just humbled by it. But yeah, team, I think we're looking okay. Back to 142 on AZ. So let's see. That's awesome. I really admire people who train their bodies, dude. Off-Grid Gorilla has been doing it. Lauren was saying, can't support Kevin. He promoted FTX and Arca. You use their money to day trade, and you take a cut of what you make. Let's see. Arca, you use their money to day trade. I'm sorry. Whose money? Zeph only trains his right forearm. It does take a desire. It really does. Bro, massive forearms up in here. Oh, if I were a financial planner, I see. So, I'm gonna start all over. Well, not all. Well, I did already, right? Last week I loaded $500 into the trading account, and right now it's at $1,000, right? So over the span of about a week or two. And to be honest, it was like 5 days of trading between those 2 weeks that I was able to get it from 500 to 1,000. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect those $1,000, right? I already liquidated those brokers, and I'm gonna load that into so I can trade on Dash Trader. So those $1,000 I will make into 10, I will make into 20, into 30, and then continue. Yeah, I mean, Cryptic Trader, you couldn't be more right, dude. We have to try to get away from the tiny stocks, as this, they do present opportunities, but guys, if you just observe how much like Zephram, Sebastian, and Cryptic and I trade the spot price action ETFs and Tesla and things like that, you would be flipping your brains here that we're literally creating 7 MOASs every month, And it helps, it certainly helps. It helps with against the long holds, right? So if you're determined to hold FNGR for the long haul, and you're actually reaching negative delta, right, meaning that you're going to be below your cost basis, then let's hedge against that and let's day trade the right way. And that's honestly what I'm going to teach here, right? To look at other asset classes for a better benefit. And trust me when I say it is. It very much is. Aiden, what's up, buddy? But yeah, team, I really appreciate everybody for coming by. Let's go ahead and yeah, EO, buddy, he was one of the most you were right there alongside I think were you alongside Sebastian too in track 1? I forgot what it is, man, but EO, he was one of them that had so many questions and so many concerns, and now he's completely on my side and wants me to just kind of drive away from these small tickers. But it's just remember that it also comes with a psychological thing for me, because I came from this. I came from AMC and losing so much money that I really needed. And seeing that there could be a lot, seeing that there's a lot of people there potentially losing, that hurts me a little bit. And also I want to express a different way. And that, apparently that was the reason why I grew, because I just learned it from, I think, Lance Brightstein. I learned it from him in his interview yesterday, because I'm still watching that 1.5 hour long interview with Humble Trader. So he was saying that, like, it's what have you contributed to other traders and to their society and stuff? How would you want to be a part of my circle if you haven't? And he goes, you say that you're going to help other people with their trading endeavors and their trading journey, but you haven't, or you give it a week or two or a month or even 2 months and you're not getting a response, and then you give up. So that was never your real intention in the first place. So that is something that I initially started with, and I never stopped. And I didn't really care because that was all I really wanted to, that's all I really ever wanted to do, was just to learn how to trade and then just make money off of trading. But then I realized that trading and making money just solely off of trading is kind of useless as a community member to humanity. So I want to still display utilization. I want to not be so whatever. So this is why I'm doing the master's course. This is why I try to do services alongside like a real job would. The track 2 suck balls. Oh my goodness, dude. No, dude, there are some serious talents, dude, including EO, man, that came out of that. But from the first track, man, I mean, that was, I think it was Sebastian. I think it was you, Cryptic. I mean, lots of people there. Dude, me too, brother. EO, you and I share that. It did kill my confidence for a bit, but we're back. We're definitely back. So Zephram is saying you're already giving back to the world, man. Just waking up and streaming every day. I really do hope to provide this this opportunity here, man. Track 2 students, you're killing me, saying Off Grid Gorilla. Off Grid, you were also Track 2, right? I'm trying to market a little for you. What, Lauren? You're the best, bro. Off Grid doesn't even claim it. Oh, dude, you're funny, bro. But still, the same reaction came out of Track 2 when the 16 weeks ended. They were like, "Oh man, this is a little sad. This is still like, it's kind of like, really, you're not gonna be back here after 16 weeks of just being there, present and participating, right? And then it's over out of nowhere." That it did feel some type of way. Oh, Off Grid, you were Track 1. Gotcha. The Track 2 students learn from Arca and to trade with our buddy. Dude, no. I love you, dude. Oh my goodness. So Tom R saying, being giving back to the stripper community here on Long Island. Tom R is really about the cause right here, man. Oh my bro. I try to stop laughing, but that's oh man. Did you guys just catch that? FNGR just went up to 537 and back to 534 in a quickie. Right? Aiden Davis, that's right, man. It's nothing but W's from here. I said streepers. Like streep. Oh my goodness, dude. Strippers, they do need love. Oh my goodness. Hey man, he's contributing. He said, you know what? Arca's contributing to society. I will contribute to strippers. Tom R took it for the team. Every little bit helps. All right, team. I appreciate everybody for coming by. Zephram, Cryptic, love you guys so much. Off Grid Gorilla, Aiden, my buddy. Bob, I've never been to a strip club, believe it or not. Zephram, I will pop that cherry. And my wife will know, and it's going to be for a good cause, for you. Kitties, adios. Sub, I'm going to catch you later. EO, always good to have you here, my brother. Cha-Cha, if you're still around, I'm going to catch you soon. Ian Tucker, BBJ. BBJ, we'll look at that for sure, my brother. Be careful with that, okay? That could be the ultimate hedge, though, man. So, Samir, I'm going to catch you soon. Tesla, hey, careful with Tesla, man. That thing is bouncing right now, okay? But I just, we have to wait until the after hours to see what this thing is going to do. I wouldn't be trading this now. Careful with this, okay? The resistance is at the SMA 10. Tom R, I appreciate you, the SMA 10 being here, brother, at 207.71. This may turn bullish. Careful. Welby, I'm going to catch you soon. All right, you guys. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to sell, buy, hold any type of assets, any kind of nothing. I can't do it. Do your own due diligence. Everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well and a very good day. Adios, team.